Hello, and welcome to the workshop for the 2023 Professional Artist Grant. Thank you. My name is Charlene Harrison. I'm the Grants and Business Manager here at Creative Pinellas. It is my pleasure to be able to take you through the workshop today. So as we go through, one of the things I wanted to point out to you, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Put your questions in the chat area there. And if we're able to answer them during the workshop, we will do so. Otherwise, we will get back to you on that. A number you can call, 727-582-2172 if you have any questions. And you can also use our email, grants@creativepinellas.org. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, how do I know if I am a professional artist? To let you know that a professional artist is someone who has worked within their art form for over a period of time. You exhibit a high degree of talent and ability in your chosen area of art, and generally are recognized by leaders in your field community as an artist of serious intent and ability who can help build interest and awareness of Pinellas County as a vibrant arts and cultural community. Professional Artist Grant, what is it all about? A grant to support and build meaningful relationships among the outstanding creative artists in Pinellas County. It provides a strong foundation to nurture the creative community and also elevates Pinellas County as an arts and cultural destination. Okay, what is it all about for the Professional Artist Grant? Creative Pinellas provides grants up to 10 grantees, $5,000 for artists who have excelled in their artistic practice. One artist laureate, which includes an additional $5,000, will receive an additional $5,000 grant award. Grantees are encouraged to decide for themselves how to use the award for their benefit and growth as an artist. What types of artists can apply? This grant is open to artists in the areas of dance of all kinds, choreography, interdisciplinary, a combination of more than one type of genre of art, often technology, digital arts are involved. Musical performance, literature, including poetry, fiction, creative nonfiction, but does not include journalism. Media arts such as film, photography, computer digital arts, audio, interactive media, and so on. Music composition, acting, theater creation, including playwriting, directing, musical direction, stage design, stage lighting, and different areas in the theater. Visual arts, including 2D and 3D visual arts of all kinds. If you have any questions in this area here, please don't hesitate at this time to submit your questions in the chat. Important dates to remember, and you might want to mark your calendar for this. The application opened November 30th. February 13th, the application will close. It is highly recommended that February 12th that you submit your application so you don't wait until the last minute to be recognized for your application. March 18th is the selection date. That's when the live public panel will take place. March 20th, the grant will start, and September 5th, the grant period will end. Workshop dates. Today, January 11th, 6 to 7, and February 6th, we will have one other workshop from 12 to 1. What should you prepare? You want to gather these files here: work samples, artist statement, proof of Pinellas County residency, a CV, resume, detailed description, and support materials. Do you have any questions at this time? Type your questions in the Facebook chat window during this discussion, and we will discuss them during the live program. Okay, we will move forward with the application. There is a link for you to begin your application. You will click on that link and you will register into SM Apply. Once you click on register, one question I will say will answer for you here is that you will register as individuals. You will click the register button. It will take you to the screen. You will enter your information and you will continue on. If you already have a SM Apply, or if you have already applied for a grant previously, you should have your SM Apply username and password. If you forgot your password, you can click on Forgot Password and you will get that resubmitted to you. So once you have registered, it will bring you to this grant, the 2023 Professional Artist Grant. You will click on Apply. And this is where you will start your process here. Once you click on register and you start your apply, you will see in the top middle section there, PAG 2023, and it will provide you an ID number. This is specific to just you as an applicant. You will click on each of the sections there and you will go through the processes. The form of applicant eligibility survey. I am an artist, one of the following areas here. The few steps that you're going to go through in the beginning are really simple to go through and to complete. You'll want to confirm these steps as you go through. I am a current legal resident of Pinellas County and have been for at least 1 year. And this is a requirement to the open date of this current professional artist grant application. So that would have been November 30th, 2022. You will read your guidelines, and you'll want to go through and read your guidelines prior to you completing your application. The guidelines can answer several different questions as you go through the process before you complete the application. Once you have completed that, you've read through that, you will select yes. You can either mark complete or save and continue editing. It is required that you do want to go ahead and complete these steps. These are your much easier steps, and you can get through these very simply. Okay, Artist Laureate. I mentioned this in the very beginning there. An additional $5,000 will go to the Artist Laureate, which is selected by Creative Pinellas. I see questions coming through. I apologize for the pause there. But who is recognized by Creative Pinellas as being able to be a model partner and collaborator, sharing their skills and expertise in supporting the organization's mission over the grant period. So if this is something that you would consider, you will select yes, no, or even maybe, and you will continue forward. There is a question from Margaret Griffin. Where do we address applying as the artist partnership? Margaret, I'm unsure of what you mean there. What do you mean? The contact information? Where do we address applying as an artist partnership? You mean if you and another person are applying together? I think that's what you're saying there. This will be a section as you go through the application. There will be a section for you to enter that in as a collaborator. You will enter that person's information in that field. And once we get there, I'll take you through that. Thank you. Got it. I'm glad I was able to answer that for you. Okay, your contact information here. The person that's applying for the grant will enter their information in these fields. It is required that you do add a website, Facebook, and Instagram. If you do not have a Facebook or Instagram, you will select your NA will be suffice for these fields. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions at this time? Okay, so we will move forward with the application here. Your professional grant application. These are the genres that you will select here. You have several to select from. And if you're unsure, please do not hesitate to contact us prior to this. This is why it is a good idea to go ahead and to print out the application or the guidelines just to go through that. So you can contact us with any questions. Okay. If you do not, I'm sorry, can you scroll back down 1 minute? I'm just going to see what was that. I didn't get that field there. There, right there. If you do not see your type of art listed above, please tell us about your work. Okay. Here you have examples of what you can enter in that field. And if you do not see it again, you will enter the field where it says enter more information here. It is a required field, so you will submit information in there. Okay, your artistic education. Include any degree or non-degree seeking programs. For non-degree programs, enter NA. In the degree field, you may provide additional experience in your resume if you wish. If you do not have educational experiences you want to list, please type NA in the name of the institution in row 1. Okay, previous awards. List any awards you have received for your artwork, such as fellowships, residencies. You may include the most recent awards or the ones most important to you as an artist. I Like You the Bomb. I think that is a great award. Professional memberships. List any current memberships or roles you hold in the arts or your community organizations. You can either save this and continue later if you want to add additional information and don't have it available, or you can select complete, mark as complete, and to move forward. You'll see that some of the green to the right hand side there has check marks and some are half empty or half full. If it is complete, it will have the check mark, and with the half empty look there, that's where you can go back and you can still complete that at a later date. Once you do mark it complete, you'll see that the check mark does show up in the field. Okay, upload proof of Pinellas County residency. The proof that you could use is driver's license, your property tax receipt, your vehicle registration, your voter's registration, or your full employment documents. Those are all the items that are required or that you can use to confirm your residency. You can upload that into the field there. And as you can see, this is what it will look like. It will show that the document is uploaded there. Okay, upload your artist CV and resume. You will upload your most current artist CV and or your resume listed here. Where it says show accepted formats, if you click on that, it will just show you the formats that you could use to what type of documents you can upload in the field. Okay, you will mark that as complete, or you can mark it and come back to complete. Okay, this is very important here. Upload your professional artist statement. Okay, this area right here gives you the chance to introduce yourself as an artist and to help people reviewing your application understand who you are before they look at your resume or your work. If you would like to, you can submit a video. It must be 2 minutes. Please upload a page with your link to Vimeo or YouTube. This also gives the panelists a chance to review you, to see you out front as you're speaking, and to get to know you a little bit better. So if you do have a video, go ahead and submit it. Okay. If you have any questions on these statements and your vision statement also, please don't hesitate to ask us. Okay, your impact engagement statement. This is also a chance for the panelists to be able to view. A video is really good to put up. It's not required. Here are some of the things about when writing your impact engagement statements. How was your art created stimulating and meaningful experience for your audience? How have you reached multiple and diverse audiences or partnered with arts, cultural, and service organizations to foster a sense of community and engagement? So those are just some of the questions. If you have any questions about what you should enter in that statement. It is a maximum of 1,000 words, which is probably up to 3 paragraphs. So it's good to fill that out and just be specific in there. Does that, hey Javier, does that include interviews by Creative Pinellas that explain my work? Let's see. That can, but it would be good to go outside of Creative Pinellas. Provide us that information there to show what you've done in your community. Hi, Raciel. What is the impact engagement statement? Let me see. I have that specifically in front of me just for that question. Okay, so again, this is your chance to tell the reviewers looking at your grant, which will be the panelists, who is going to make the decision on you being awarded your grant, about how your work impacts your audience and how you as an artist are engaged. If you want to submit a video, again, it is a great idea to be able to do that because it gives them first view of you. How was your art created stimulating, meaningful experiences for your audience? How have you reached multiple and diverse audiences or partner with arts, cultural, and service organizations to foster a sense of community and engagement? Okay. I hope that helps. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. grants@creativepinellas.org. Okay. Work samples. Okay. You'll want to upload and provide details on appropriate work samples for your area of work. Prepare detailed information for each of your work samples, including title, dimensions or duration, medium, year of creation, and additional notes if there are any. You'll want to provide as much information as possible. If any of these fields do not apply to you, please type NA. Okay. Please submit completed work, not works that are in progress. We want completed works. And Kim, if you can just go back down just a little bit, you're going up, down. There you go, right there. In general, only include samples of your work created within the last 5 years. Older work, and I'm gonna ask you to go up just a little bit. Okay, maybe down. Thank you. But these are your areas here. And you can see your submission font, what types of fonts you need to upload. There's all direction listed in the application here. And we want you to reach out to us. So if you ever have any questions on that, we want you to reach out to us. Okay, we've taken the liberty of going ahead and submitting some forms in there. We want you to see the title, how the duration or dimensions can be listed, the medium, the year of creation, and any additional questions. And as you can see listed there, where it says IceCube_103, you can see how the form, once you upload it into the system or download, what it looks like there. So it will show the name and the information, and you will populate all other fields. If there's any collaborators, Margot, if there are any collaborators, you will list them in this field here, which was just been highlighted. List any collaborators and their title on the project. Okay. Another artist and myself, who are both independent, would like to do a project together in 2023. I guess we aren't officially an artist partnership. Should we both mention that in the impact statement? I am going to ask the almighty, the bomb that's on the back end of this, if I could use her voice to answer this question, please. Kim, should we both be mentioned that in the impact statement? I believe, I'll go ahead and I'll answer. I believe that the artist that is applying for this grant will enter that information in. The other independent person will enter her information, you will enter her information in the collaborators field of the work samples. And I can also confirm that again, if you would not mind emailing grants@creativepinellas.org, just in case. Because I want to look into that a little bit further. Because what it sounds like to me is that I'm not sure if that person should be applying individually or as a collaboration. So I want to make sure that I'm answering correctly. You're welcome. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're gone through our work samples. Okay, once you have submitted that, again, if you need to add additional, you want to just click on save and complete later. If you're sure that you're done with that, you will mark as complete. Okay. Support materials. Thank you. Okay. You want to submit up to 5 support materials, which might include brochures, programs, news articles, letters of recommendation, spotlight videos from news coverage, testimonials. These are materials that should be original or as close to original as possible. In other words, avoid making copies of copies because we won't be able to read them. Okay. And you can see there, we've taken the liberty of uploading the support documents listed there as well. Yes, you can. Hi, Ruth. Once you upload a sample, can you change it before final send? That's a question from Ruth Henry. Yes, you can. Yes. And if you're unsure of that, again, you'll want to save and continue later. Okay. And you can also upload another file as well. But I would highly recommend uploading your favorites or your strongest material first, so the panelists can review that information first. Okay, your certification here. This is your final task of the application stage. So once you've marked all tasks complete, you'll be asked if you want to review or submit. Okay, we highly encourage you to review your completed application before your final submission. You're going to have several times before you hit submit to review this application. Okay. So this is stating that you are legal. It's taking you through the first process, actually, your first few questions there. As you started from the very beginning, you are a legal resident of Pinellas County, and you have been for a year prior to this application launch. You are 18 years of age. You submitted your work samples, and they're a representation of your artwork. You understand and can update this application through the closing. This is something that we've changed here. We added. You have until February 12th to complete or can go back into your application and make additional changes even after you mark it complete. Okay. Ruth has another question. I'm sorry. Ruth, can you review your question regarding score? If we submit a score, how is that timed for sample? I'm not sure what you mean by scoring, Ruth. She means if we submit a score. Oh, I'm sorry, because I know that I spoke with you earlier. You were talking in reference to your composition of your music sheet. Okay. I'm unsure at this time, Ruth, how to answer that question. May I email you once I find the answer to that? Thank you. I'll get back to you. Okay. So you can download your application. Before you submit your application, you can download it and you can review everything on that prior to that. And I highly recommend you do that. You can submit your application. Once you click on submit, you can select submit again. But I believe that it gives you another opportunity to review that application before the final submit. Once you have submitted, this is the screen that you come to. Thank you for submitting your application. And it gives you the date that it will be open when it's the last date for submission. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, so we're all ready to apply for this application now. You have the email address there, grants@creativepinellas.org. If you have any questions or any doubts of anything, just please do not hesitate. Okay. Hey, Chris, thank you for joining. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Chris, if you have any questions as you're going through the process, again, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. I also have the phone number of 727, oh my goodness, 582-2172. You're most welcome, Racio. All right. I wish everyone luck. I'm always going to encourage you to reach out to us with any questions. No question is too small to reach out to us and for us to get back to you. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good evening.